for a free consultation.
Now on Good Day, a man dies after being taken into police custody, while Metro says complications with his mental illness are to blame for his death. Get ready for a windy Friday. The spring shower is heading our direction, and Sherry's Weather Now forecast, and we're testing out our barber skills. Shaving someone's head, a volunteer's live on air to help raise awareness for kids battling cancer. It's all straight ahead on the Valley's News Leader.
Now, live, this is 8 News Now, Good Day.
6 o'clock on this Friday. Good morning to you. I'm Kirsten Joyce. John is the day off, Sherry, so let's get started with some weather.
Yes, it's been windy overnight, Kirsten, just as you said, and it's definitely cooler. We're going to shave a few degrees off the temperatures today, and we're going to shave a few heads this hour, too, as we are going to talk about St. Baldrick's at New York, New York. It is going to be a really nice weekend, but it is going to be a little bit cooler, so just get ready for that. Noticeably cooler this morning, and the winds are making these 40s sometimes feel like 30s. So again, make sure the kids have on the nice warmer hoodies. We've got a low pressure system, the next storm moving into the west, but this one pretty much is going to swing more to the north of us. So while we were looking for a chance of rain for our Friday, it looks like that's going to head a little more north, although we are going to keep a chance of some snow in our local mountains. You can see the snow already over parts of Lincoln County to the north and up into Utah. And it's going to be a windy ride on I-15, either to the north or south if you are heading out of town on your Friday. We'll keep a few clouds around mixed with sunshine and some wind too as we get through the day. We might make it to some low 60s for a lot of neighborhoods, but definitely below normal. That trend will continue. 6:02, let's say good morning to Nate at the 6 o'clock hour. How are you, Nate?
I'm still mostly sunny, Sherry, but you knew that. Good morning to you, and good morning to you, and happy finally Friday. And it has been a quiet rush hour. I definitely do not want to jinx it, but on the right side of your screen, southbound US 95 going right around the Rainbow Curve, headed to downtown headlights, heading up towards Lake Mead. And here are the folks who are getting off into Summerlin Parkway. Relatively light traffic this morning. Heads up, way out on the east side of town, a traffic stop has been sitting there for a couple of hours. Northbound Nellis, as you come up on Charleston, stay out of that right lane, get to the center or to the right. Metro is just calling that a traffic issue, but there are no other issues on the freeways right now, Kirsten.
All right, thank you, Nate. Metro Police released body cam footage of an altercation that led to an in-custody death. Police say 65-year-old Roy Scott called 911 about some suspicious men outside his apartment. It happened on Sunday. When they arrived, they found him holding a pipe and a knife, which he later surrendered. Police tried to tell him they were there to help, but he refused to cooperate. Officers tried to calm him down. When they grabbed his arms, he went to the ground. Metro Police says Scott was not forced to the ground, but there was a scuffle. They say minimum force was used. Scott later died about an hour later. Police believe he was experiencing what's called excited delirium. It causes high body temperature. It can lead to death. Scott's family says there's a conversation that needs to be had when it comes to dealing with a person struggling with mental illness.
They was just dealing with a person that was having basically a bad day. We all have them, but some of us have them worse than others. But this time, it caused the person life. His bad day caused him his life, and he was trying to get help.
The officers involved in the situation are trained in crisis intervention. According to police, they are on paid administrative leave. Sherry?
Well, we're learning more about the social worker assigned to Chaparral High School, who's now facing charges for kidnapping, child abuse, and sexual misconduct. The arrest report for Lawrence Anthony Winston detailed a previous arrest for rape of a victim incapable of consent, 2 separate battery charges, and several traffic offenses.
A Pahrump Valley High School staff member wanted for trying to lure students captured trying to leave the country. According to the Nye County Sheriff's Office, 27-year-old Danny Linsk was taken into custody yesterday in Laredo, Texas. He was trying to enter Mexico. Linsk was wanted for sending lewd messages through Snapchat to multiple children. He's charged with promotion of sexual performance of a minor, luring children, and unlawful use of a minor in producing pornography. It is 5 past the hour on this Friday morning. A number of agencies joining forces to help you avoid losing your money to scammers.
Oh, that makes you so mad.
I know.
Hector Mejia is live at Sahara and Valley View this morning to tell us more about a consumer fraud prevention fair happening later this morning. Hector.
Good morning. Nevada Consumer Affairs says scammers are targeting just about anyone, anywhere, and that's why they're inviting you to attend their fair this morning so you can learn how to protect yourself in stores and online. It's all taking place between 10 a.m. and 3 in the afternoon, and you'll have the chance to ask questions and have one-on-one time with up to 25 agencies, including the Federal Trade Commission, Internal Revenue Service, as well as state and local offices. And it's happening inside the Nevada State Business Center on Sahara near Valley View. At 11:30 a.m., a panel will unveil the latest trends seen here locally used by scammers to prey on victims. According to the state's Consumer Affairs Office, so many of us believe it'll never happen to us.
That's the problem. People don't think it's going to happen to them, and it does. It's happening to people, again, the young, the elderly. There's really no age preference anymore. They're trying to. These scammers are trying to get whoever they can.
We have the latest numbers on your screen. Last year, Nevada Consumer Affairs investigated more than 1,600 complaints involving fraud or deceptive trade practices across the state. Out of those complaints, they recovered approximately $305,000 in restitution. As for the deceptive businesses, they paid up more than $35,000 in fines and hearing costs. And red flags include someone trying to pressure you to act quickly. And still ahead live the next half hour, I'll explain a trend this office says they're seeing here in the Valley, and that involves cosmetics. Reporting live, Hector Mejia, 8 News Now.
Thank you, Hector. Well, thousands flock to northern Nevada in August for the annual Burning Man Festival. They come from all over the globe.
It's a little crazy. It celebrates art and music. This year, a local artist's work will be on display. Tahoe Mack is a local high school student. Now, she began working on the monumental mammoth, right? Mammoth, 3 years ago. It first started out as an idea for her Girl Scout Gold Award project, but it's turned into something much bigger than that. The 14-foot tall sculpture represents Southern Nevada's history while also looking into our city's future.
And I went into this project with no experience at all with welding, working with metal. I hope it's an inspiration to other girls to get out and try something new and make the world a better place.
Good for her. It will make a stop at the Burning Man Festival in August before heading to its final home in Tule Springs. They're still looking for recycled metal pieces, and since the project is completely nonprofit, Mack and her community partners are accepting monetary donations. If you'd like to help, we have a link on our website, LasVegasNow.com. That is so cool.
It is 3 years in the making. Yeah, it's very, very cool. Well, coming up after the break, the Las Vegas Lights getting ready to kick off their second season.
Yeah, we're live at Cashman Field. What the team owner is promising fans. Well, if they lose their first game, we don't want that to happen, but we'll find out what the promise is.
Correct. And we do want to remind you about 8 News Now's 1/2 hour special celebrating women. It airs this weekend, sharing stories of inspiring women, the first female basketball player to dunk in a professional game, the first female mayor of the city of Las Vegas, and of course the leading ladies of a country's first female majority state legislature.
Celebrate
Sponsored by Finley Cadillac.
You're watching the Valley's news leader with Kirsten Joyce, John Langler, Sherry Swinsk, and Nate Tannenbaum. This is 8 News Now. Good day.
All right, who's ready for some soccer?
Yes.
Yes, the Las Vegas Lights, they're opening their second season tomorrow night at Cashman Field.
Soccer to me. After a solid preseason, they say there's reason to be optimistic, Kirsten.
Yes, indeed. Kristen Drummond's live at Cashman. She's been showing off her soccer skills as well. Good morning to you once again, Kristen.
Good morning, you guys. You know, last year when I was here, the grass was laid down over a dirt baseball infield. As you can see here, I am actually standing on what was once the first baseball line, but no longer. As you can see, the clay has been ripped up, grass permanently put down, and it's growing in because Cashman Field is now exclusively home to the Las Vegas Lights. They're no longer sharing this facility with the former 51s, now known as the Aviators, because they're expected to start playing in their brand new baseball stadium in downtown Summerlin next month. So they've moved out. Lights officially are in here, and they're excited for what's to come. The Lights have virtually a brand new team this season in the USL. There's also a new coach, Eric Winalda, who has success as a coach, as well as a player for the national team and in the MLS. And as a longtime soccer broadcaster, the Lights went undefeated in preseason play, including wins over a pair of Major League Soccer teams. Winalda says he's expecting good things this season.
We're gonna be flying. I think like the fans are excited to get going. We've had a great preseason, didn't lose a game, so that winning mentality is starting to show itself. But now it matters. So I think there'll be some nervousness in the beginning, but we are a team that is younger, faster, and much more talented than last year's team.
Now the Lights are putting their money where their mouth is, guaranteeing a win tomorrow night against Austin. If the Lights don't win, every fan in attendance Saturday gets a free ticket to the next game. But before that happens, I'm actually here with their mascot, Cash, the soccer rocker, who is going to show us some of his skills at what we're now calling Cash Soccer Clinic. So let's see what he's got. All right, he's in goal. Let's make it easy for him. There he goes. He's got his goalkeeping skills down. All right, let's see. I'm going to see if I can bend it like Beckham, but actually I'm changing that. It's curve it like Kristen. Let's see if I can do this. If I don't... Oh, goal! Well, we're hoping to see more goals come tomorrow night. Gates open at 6:30. Kickoff is at 7:30. Tickets start at $15. Come on out to see your Las Vegas Lights play Austin, and guaranteed win. You're not going to want to miss that. So a lot of fun and excitement here at Cashman Field tomorrow.
Yes.
So reporting live, Kristen Drummond, 8 News Now.
Well done.
Very good. Rock it
like
to it.
Kristen.
Take that.
I think the viewing audience should probably know that she has some experience. She was a collegiate soccer player, and that was an excellent kick there, Kristen.
She's a ringer.
There you
That's
go.
what he's trying to say. Absolutely. Yeah, that is very fun. And you know, the Lights are super excited for the season, and of course, Coach Winalda lost his home in those huge California wildfires last fall. So we wish them the best.
Yes, a lot of support there.
Got a lot of spirit. They're ready to win.
Right.
Go for it.
Well, we're ready to get through a great Friday, but it's going to be a little windy out there. You can see Kristen's hair blowing around. The mascot's hair not moving a muscle. That's all right. We've got those cameras shaking around, little Dramamine cam going on right now as we look out across the valley. Not much in the way of cloud cover. We thought we were going to get some rain today, but we actually took that out of the forecast early this morning. We are springing forward into daylight saving time. That is not changing. Second weekend of March, second Sunday of March, every year now begins at 2 a.m. on Sunday. The sunrise will be an hour later, close to 7, and sunset will be an hour later as well. Kiddos, we've got some cool 40s out there with wind, making it feel even like the 30s. Sunshine and clouds today, some snow in the mountains, and highs close to 60 degrees. That system will move into the west. It's going to bring some snow, maybe to our local mountains, up to Lincoln County and into Utah. And it's going to be windy inside and outside of the valley on I-15, especially the highways and the open roads. So be safe today. It looks like more sun again on Saturday, and then a chance of rain Sunday and Monday, and cooler than normal temps that will stay with us all the way into next week. We're supposed to be in the upper 60s. Yeah, we're not going to see those through the next 7 days. All right, let's get to Nate on the roads at 6:16.
Well, it has been a quiet Friday rush hour, Sherry, and I hope no one is complaining about that. Here, looking at the rainbow curve, right side of your screen, that's southbound US 95, either going around the rainbow curve or getting off to go west on Summerlin Parkway. The folks coming at you, those are the headlights coming around the rainbow curve, heading up to Lake Mead, Cheyenne and Craig and whatever. Now, still on the far east side, a traffic stop for Metro Police northbound Nellis at Charleston. Been sitting there for a couple of hours. Stay to the center or to the left. Obviously not a lot of traffic there at Charleston and Nellis. The freeway system itself is moving along okay. We're starting to see some bunching up on the I-15 where you might expect it, as well as on the 95 heading for Summerlin Parkway and towards the Rainbow Curve. Hey, we wanted to check in with Brian Loftus. Hey, Brian.
A production of Peter Pan soaring to new heights in today's What's Cool at School. Cornerstone Performing Arts Academy is putting on a production of Peter Pan Jr., a play that truly reaches new heights.
These kids are going to fly, and we're going to figure out how to do it, and we are. We dream big. We dream huge, as you can see. We don't do anything on a small scale, but we have such a phenomenal team.
That talented theater team includes Broadway aerial choreographer Paul Rubin and ZFX flying director Andrea Gentry. These are industry professionals lending their vast expertise so students can soar.
It's also so much fun to fly.
Sometimes it's a little nerve-wracking, but as soon as I'm up there, it feels really cool, and it's just amazing, yeah.
It's not just a leap of faith. Behind the scenes, there's preparation and precaution.
When there's a sharper angle, when I pull you, you're going, that's why you're hitting the window or coming really close to it.
It's fun, but listen, otherwise you're gonna get an earful.
The technical director and team use tracks and rising lifts. Students are suited in fly harnesses, and 5 people backstage, 3 working the lines, 2 on ropes, utilize timing, stamina, and strength. Their director, Rebecca Sims, who also has industry experience, is inspired by how students rise to the challenge.
You've got to start cheering and getting off the stage. The difference between working with professionals and working with little ones is that they're capable of anything.
Better listeners, adults or kids?
Kids.
I had a feeling you were going to say that.
During their recent opening weekend, these 33 student actors performed for over 600 theater goers.
Says Peter Pan, Mighty Warrior, save Tiger Lily, make Chief Bear.
You don't know what's gonna happen, but you're confident at the same time.
I feel really nervous and sometimes a little queasy, but then I just kind of calm myself down and say, you want to know what? I've done this before and I can do it.
Stories to see how well all of them are doing, it makes my heart burst.
It was hard to do because we did not have a lot of time, but it turned out amazing, and I think you would love it.
They still have another weekend of shows at Cornerstone, tonight, Friday night, and 2 shows tomorrow.
I have to grow up tomorrow. I would definitely consider doing it as a career.
He can fly! He can fly! He can fly!
You try!
Just spread joy, spread the love of our kids, share this wonderful, timeless tale.
And that's what's cool at school.
To vote for this program, or if you know something that's cool at school, just head to LasVegasNow.com, click on Cool at School under the Community tab, or send your email to coolatSchool@LasVegasNow.com. The winner will receive $250 for their program. Have a great weekend.
All right, coming up, Sherry's making sure the Clippers are ready to go. Our volunteers taking some deep breaths. All right, raising money to help kids who are battling cancer. It's coming up after the break. It's also time for today's contest. Register to win on LasVegasNow.com by clicking the contest tab.
Sleep Easy Guarantee.
You're watching 8 News Now. Good day.
Well, welcome back. It is 6:23. One of my favorite fundraisers is taking place again this year. It's the 10th annual St. Baldrick's Day. It's happening on the Brooklyn Bridge at the New York Hotel Casino, and right there on the Las Vegas Strip. You can see it is a fun day, a great event, and the folks get shaved. They brave it all. Well, you know, from the chin up, for a wonderful cause, and it's all for raising money for childhood cancer research. Here from New York this morning to talk about the great days, James Healy, Hotel Director and Director of Operations. And thank you so much for being here. Head cashier, our victim of the day is Joe Novarita. Thank you so much for being here. And Stacy is our beautiful stylist who will actually be doing the shaving for today. All right, guys, thank you so much. Talk about, James, this is a big anniversary for New York.
It is. It is our 10th anniversary. This is, just like you, our favorite event. This was the vision of our president, Cindy Kaiser Murphy, over 10 years ago in conjunction with, of course, McMullen's Pub, who did their event last weekend.
That was fun.
It was a blast, and we worked together to raise as much money as we can for this important cause. And last year, we did over $600,000 at New York in our event, and we're going to break the record this year with everybody's help.
Yeah, you know, Brian McMullen shared that it was, y'all had kind of a challenge. So they had gone over 400,000, over 500,000 last year, and they were challenging you to beat that, and you did it.
We didn't think we were going to, but boy, it was all the way into the rain of 8 o'clock on last year, and we did it. So
okay, so talk about the event. We're showing pictures right now. What's the day like?
The day is a day of everybody, for the entire family. It starts at 10 a.m. and it's really cool because we have a lot of the elementary and junior high school kids that come out in teams, and that has grown over the years, and they do it, and they grow their mohawks all year long so that they can come and shave, because a lot of them go with go to school with students that suffer from cancer, and so it's an important cause for them.
But because it's Las Vegas, you have a lot of celebrity shavers who come out to do the shaving.
It's the Strip, so we have people from all over. All the shows in Vegas come out. All the celebrities in Vegas will come out. Mayor Goodman's are coming out, and they're going to be a part of the shaving day. We have entertainment. Of course, Nine Fine Irishmen has all the Guinness you can drink. We'll have food. We'll have music, entertainment. Anything. We'll be taking donations on the spot. Of course, you can go to stbaldricks.com and or stbaldricks.org and donate for any of us.
It's a lively day. And all right, so Joe, you're going to take the. James is going to. He's your boss, so he's going to do the first strip down the middle.
Right down the middle. Let's do it.
Oh my gosh, you're so brave doing this on TV.
Look at that, right on TV.
Check it out.
I think we're just going to leave this and take you to work. The guests in the hotel will love it. There you go.
Have you ever shaved before?
No.
No? You haven't done it for St. Baldrick's before?
No, I have not.
Oh my gosh. So you're not only doing it for the first time, but you're also doing it on TV. Man, you're a brave man. Let's give it up for Joe.
Your wife is over there cringing, but I'm going to give this over to the professional and let Stacy clean you up.
Okay, so, all right, so Stacy is our stylist this morning on television, but talk about the shavers who are coming in. You're having Chance the mascot.
Yes.
Who else is going to show up tomorrow?
So we've got Mark Chinook and Big D, the announcers of the Vegas Golden Knights, that will be there with us. We've got the Chippendales, we've got cast of Absinthe, we've got cast from Zumanity, cast from all over the city. We've got the Goodmans, the Mayor Goodmans are coming in to do some shaving. Congresswoman Susie Lee will be joining us. So it truly is a day about the community coming together for these kids that, you know, and we have several of them that come there that are survivors and share their stories, and it's just heart-wrenching to see the strength and courage that they demonstrate. So for us to lose our hair, and mine will be going as well,
You're gonna
but
shave
after I raise a lot of money.
Yes, and it's all for childhood cancer research,
It
St.
is.
Baldrick's. Joe, you're a brave man.
Look at that. He
Thank
looks
you
good.
so much. Let's give it up for Joe, everybody. Yes, and doesn't he look beautiful? Wife standing over here in the shadows. All right, thank you so much, Joe. We appreciate you. Appreciate New York, and St. Baldrick's, of course, raising all that great money. Again, the event is tomorrow, March 9th, and set 10 a.m. to 8 p.m., and it's fun. It's on the Brooklyn Bridge, and it's all for a wonderful cause. It's so much fun. Thank you, guys, all for coming in, and ladies. Thank you. We'll see you out there. We'll be right back, everybody, with a
Casino, Summerlin's home for play.
Now on Good Day, R. Kelly's explosive interview once again with Gayle King still making headlines. We'll hear from his accusers why they say they're not surprised he acted that way. Health officials investigating a case of tuberculosis at a local high school when testing will begin to make sure it did not spread. And it's going to be a breezy end to our work week. Cooler weather coming in. Sure, we'll have that. The Valley's news leader starts right now.
Now, live, this is 8 News Now, Good Day.
And a good Friday morning to you. Thank you for joining us here at 6:32. I'm Kirsten Joyce. Oh, we're almost at the weekend, the traditional weekend, Sherry.
That's right. Not everybody works the regular Monday through Friday. We know that, but a lot of people do. And so our Friday is pretty breezy to bumpy out there. If you are just heading out, getting the kids ready for school, make sure they got on the warm hoodies this morning. We're cooler than we've been lately in the mornings. We've had mostly clear skies and temps in the 40s, and we've also got some breezy to gusty winds, and that's making it feel extra cool. We've had some rain and snow developing to the north up in Lincoln County and over into Utah, and it is going to be a little rough on the roads if you're heading out of town, maybe for a long weekend. I-15 south, I-15 north, all getting a good taste of that wind. I think, though, we're going to avoid the rain today. That's out of the forecast for most elevations, but maybe some snow in the mountains. Highs that will be up close to 60 degrees by the middle of the day. Enjoy, kids, but be safe in the wind and hold on to that homework this morning. 6:33. Let's get to the roads with Nate.
All right, it has been a quiet Friday morning rush hour. We want to keep it that way. You see the sun coming up, and Sherry's talking about not a whole lot of cloud cover out there. On the right-hand side of your screen, stopbound US 95, about to go around the Rainbow Curve. Headlights coming at you. Those are the folks who are doing the Rainbow Curve heading up to Lake Mead, Cheyenne, Craig, and whatnot. You also see folks getting onto westbound Summerlin Parkway. We are getting reports of a crash on Sahara, perhaps underneath the I-15. The freeway itself is moving along. We'll get a closer look at that in just a moment. Doesn't look like a whole lot of slowing. Always bunches up a little bit westbound Sahara, right underneath the I-15. But so far, freeway's looking pretty good, Kirsten.
All right, good deal. Thank you, Nate. CBS This Morning will air another follow-up to Gayle King's explosive interview with R. Kelly. He's been behind bars the past few days for not paying child support. He owes more than $161,000. Chicago officials say the singer will remain there until he pays it in full. Kelly's manager says he could be released as early as today. Coming up today on CBS This Morning, we'll hear from the mother of one of Kelly's former girlfriends. Here's a preview of what she had to say about the interview.
Everything he said when he jumped up, she's like, she remembered the rage, you know, and the crying, acting. You know, I made a joke and said maybe he about to do Trapped in the Closet 25 to 35 or something. I don't know, but he was acting. And she's seen it all. She's like, he was just a big liar. Just a big liar.
CBS News will air a 1-hour primetime special this evening. The Gayle King interview with R. Kelly will feature exclusive interviews with the singer and the 2 women who live with him. That's tonight at 8 o'clock right here on Channel 8.
CCSD is testing some 200 students and staff at Durango High School for tuberculosis.
It is something where we want to be aggressive in our contact investigation to make sure we identify anyone else you know, who has active TB or who is at risk of developing active TB.
One person at the school tested positive for TB and has since been excused from school. The Southern Nevada Health District has been working on the case since last month. They just sent out letters to anyone who may have come in contact with that person. They'll begin testing next week on campus. Tuberculosis is contagious. You can come down with it after spending a period of time with an infected person. Reminder for parents and students, CCSD is in session today. The district says the initial version of the school year calendar had March 8th listed as an off day, but that was quickly changed to a normal school day. No, this doesn't have anything to do with that snow day that kids had recently. That makeup day will be decided on next week by the school board. Nevada Consumer Affairs is trying to get the word out about scammers who are targeting victims of all ages around the valley.
Hector Mejia joins us live now with a preview and information we certainly need to know. Hi, Hector.
Hey there, good morning. Scammers are always a step ahead of the game according to officials, and to help you outsmart them, the fair this morning will also have a panel discussing the latest trends those scammers are using to try and steal your hard-earned money. Back in 2018, Nevada Consumer Affairs investigated more than 1,600 complaints, and they recovered more than $305,000 in restitution for consumers. Today's fair is between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. Up to 25 agencies, including AARP, the Federal Trade Commission, Internal Revenue Service, as well as state and local offices. The discussion panel on fraud trends is at 11:30. It's all taking place inside the Nevada State Business Center on Sahara near Valley View.
I can't stress enough how important it is when you are going to pay for a transaction. Make sure that you see what you're signing for. Because once you sign that receipt, it's really difficult to prove that you weren't aware of it, because now you authorize that transaction.
Victims are being targeted by phone, online, and in stores. A new trend here locally has to do with cosmetics. Nevada Consumer Affairs says about 50 complaints involve online or physical cosmetics kiosks in Las Vegas. Some victims report having automatic money withdrawals after signing up for free trials. In other extreme cases, some victims thought they were making a small purchase, only to find out they were charged between $8,000 and $15,000. And the officer says 85% of the complaints filed last year were closed within just 30 days. As a web extra, we're posting on LasVegasNow.com specific examples of assistance they provided in December to some of those victims. Reporting live, Hector Mejia, 8 News Now.
Thank you, Hector.
Yeah, good information.
Yes, it is. Coming up, a New Jersey man just became a mega millionaire.
Ooh, our new best friend, who the winner says helped him hit the jackpot. Plus,
we're live at Cashman Field this morning, previewing the Las Vegas Lights season opener tomorrow night. Get ready to say ole ole, and the big guarantee the team owner is promising fans coming up.
You're watching the Valley's news leader with Kirsten Joyce, John Langler, Sherry Swensk, and Nate Tannenbaum. This is 8 News Now. Good day.
Happy windy Friday, everybody. Yeah, those gusts have been up over 30, even 40 miles an hour once you get out to Red Rock. And you know, with all the wind, that just helps to spread the pollen around. Yeah, we've had a lot of rain, and it seems like the trees like mulberry showing up gesundheit a little bit ahead of schedule. But usually February and March, we're starting to see ash and juniper. All of those in the high counts, so trees really blooming and exploding out there. You may be allergic to those, and if you're sneezing, now you know why. Just another reminder that we are springing forward in daylight saving time this weekend, so don't forget to set at least the most important clocks ahead 1 hour before you go to bed on Saturday night. Otherwise, you're going to be late wherever you're going on Sunday morning. Sunrise will be close to 7 o'clock, and the evening sunset will be right around 6:30. Officially 6:44, but the sun's behind the mountains by then. All right, so today near 60, mostly sunny, and then tomorrow about the same, maybe a little bit warmer, 63. Yeah, I don't know if it's pool weather unless it's heated, and then you're fine, but back to a chance of showers on Sunday and a little bit cooler as well. All right, let's get to those roads. I've got your 7-day forecast coming up in just a few minutes. We're checking in with Nate right now.
All right, Sherry, it has been a quiet Friday morning rush hour. We want to keep it that way. There is an issue near the Las Vegas Convention Center, which we'll get to, but we start with southbound US 95. A nice ride all the way down from the northern 215 Beltway here from Cheyenne, heading down towards the Rainbow Curve. Northbound, not a whole lot of traffic at all heading up towards the northern 215 Beltway. But here's a look at southbound Paradise coming up on DI. So right across, right to left across your screen, that's Desert Inn. Obviously the Westgate here in the monorail track, but that center lane is taken up. So southbound Paradise is having to squeeze over to the right lane, and that's kind of a clue for the folks who are heading to work at the TV station who use Paradise. You have to stay in the right lane there, okay? Here's that traffic issue southbound on Paradise before DI. Meanwhile, the rest of the freeway system is in excellent shape. Keep your fingers crossed. Try to keep it that way, Kirsten.
All right. Thank you so much, Nate. Coming up next, the president's former campaign chair going to prison. How many months Paul Manafort will spend behind bars for tax and bank fraud. We're back.
watching 8 News Now. Good day.
Now for your 3 top stories. President Trump traveling to Alabama today to meet with the victims of Sunday's deadly tornadoes. 23 people were killed, several others injured. Forecasters predicting more severe weather in that area this coming weekend. The House overwhelmingly approved an anti-hate resolution late last night. It was sparked by recent comments by freshman Democrat Ilhan Omar, who suggested that Israel's supporters in the U.S. have split loyalties. House Democrats proposed a resolution condemning anti-Semitism, but later broadened it to oppose all forms of bigotry. President Trump's former campaign chairman Paul Manafort was sentenced to 47 months, in prison. A jury convicted him on 8 counts of tax and bank fraud in connection with his political consulting in Ukraine before the election and lying about his income. Nate?
6:48 on your finally Friday. What's driving you crazy? How about signs that say a lot but still don't tell the whole story? Viewer Steve has been watching this temporary sign flashing parked by the side of the southbound 215 Beltway at Tropicana in the Southwest Valley. He writes, just spotted those new signs. Expect delays March through December. What the heck is that all about? Well, Steve, there is a similar sign off to the right shoulder of the westbound 215 before the Buffalo exit. So I checked in with Dan Cullen from Clark County. He says, oh boy, there's going to be a 7-month-long widening project stretching all the way from Decatur west and up to the north to Tropicana. Not a whole lot of specifics other than construction expected to start on or about March 18th. That is a week from Monday. So we'll let you know when we know more about lane restrictions, detours, or just where that road work is going to start. In the meantime, buckle up, drive carefully, put down that phone. If something's driving you crazy, email me, traffic8lasvegasnow.com. Kirsten?
Thank you, Nate. Still to come, SpaceX making history this morning. The special mission Elon Musk's company just completed.
855-5252.
You're watching 8 News Now. Good day.
All right, 6:52 on your Friday. Hey, CBS paying tribute to the late Aretha Franklin. 2-hour special right here Sunday night at 9. Even some Las Vegas headliners performing. Celine Dion, Aretha's childhood friend Smokey Robinson. In the meantime, we're getting ready to wrap up for the weekend, but we do want to check out what's coming up on CBS this morning. And Nora O'Donnell from New York City. What's going on out there, Nora?
Hey, good morning to you, Kirsten and Nate. Ahead here on CBS this morning, we're going to take a look at the controversy behind that 4-year sentence for Paul Manafort, President Trump's former top campaign official. Plus, we've got part 2 of our exclusive interview with Arizona Senator Martha McSally, how her sexual assault while in the Air Force propelled her to fight for change. And only here on CBS this morning, the surprise meeting between Steph Curry and Riley Morrison. Remember, she's the 9-year-old who called out the NBA star for not having basketball shoes for girls. Well, now how Curry is fulfilling his promise to do so on this International Women's Day. And let me tell you, these kicks, they look good. Let's see you right at 7.
Wonderful. We're excited for that. Thank you, Nora. Well, the Las Vegas Lights return to Cashman Field tomorrow night. Soccer team ready to kick off its regular season after a strong preseason start.
Yes, they did very well. 8 News Now reporter Kristen Drummond live from Cashman Field. So you say there's some kind of a guarantee out there too, Kristen?
Yeah, Nate, let me tell you, there is a big guarantee because if the team performs like they did during preseason, fans can expect an exciting year. They went undefeated, even beat 2 MLS teams, and they're looking for another W tomorrow night. They're so confident they're going to win that team owner here, Brett Lashbrook, has a huge guarantee. So tell me about this promise to fans.
You know, here in Las Vegas, there's 3 guarantees in life: death, taxes, and a guaranteed win tomorrow night here at Cashman Field to start season 2. That's how confident we are with our new manager, Eric Winalda. We want everyone in Las Vegas to know what a great season and how confident we are. We're guaranteeing a victory. If we, for some reason, don't win, if we lose, if we tie, everybody here gets a free ticket to our next game. It's a guarantee.
But we don't want that to happen. We want them to win.
Well, of course we want to win and have some fun. We have 10,000 seats here, and the fans it'll be packed here tomorrow night. They'll be singing and dancing and cheering and marching, and the fans go, ole, 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 ole. It's an unbelievable experience, and we can't wait for season 2 to start tomorrow night.
Season 2 starting tomorrow night, and it's even more exciting because Cashman Field is now officially your home.
Yes, last year we shared with the Las Vegas 51s that are now the Aviators. They have a beautiful new stadium in Summerlin. Last year we had to move the pitcher's mound and cover the signs and take down the nets and turn it from baseball to soccer to baseball to soccer. This year, it's all soccer. We've taken out 35 tons of clay. We've taken out the pitcher's mound. We've taken down the poles. We couldn't be more excited to turn this into the home of professional soccer in Las Vegas.
Home of professional soccer with some great fans. Even over here, you have the Electric Company. This is where we have the fans with their banners, their trumpets, everything.
And the smoke and the flags and all of that. We've got lots of different supporter groups that sit over here behind the goal, and it creates a unique, one-of-a-kind experience starting at just $15 a game. It is unbelievable for everyone in the Valley. It's cost affordable. Bring out your families, bring out your friends. It's a great experience.
A great experience with a lot of action. So tickets start at $15. Gates open at Cashman Field at 6:30. Kickoff is 7:30. So come on out, see if they will win tomorrow night, because Brett is a gambling man.
We guarantee it.
He is guaranteeing a win.
Viva Lights, Las Vegas. Viva Lights.
Get ready to say ole, ole. Reporting live, Kristen Drummond, 8 News Now.
Thank you, Kristen. And Brett, of course, it's a win-win. You go, you support the team. If for some reason they don't win, then you get to come back another Saturday.
There you go. It's a and I think the weather's going to be nice out there tomorrow.
That would be good, Sherry.
Absolutely. It may be a little cool in the evening hours, but hey, just jack it up, everybody. You'll be fine. We are looking at some wind out there this morning, and definitely get those heavier jackets out because it feels sometimes like the 30s. You can see the camera bumping around. We've had temps in the 40s, pretty much valley-wide, so we're already cooler temperature-wise, and then you add in the 20, 25 plus mile-an-hour winds, 29 up there at Kyle Canyon. We could see a little of this snow making its way into our local mountains by through the day, but we've taken rain out of the forecast. The system, for the most part, is going to head more to to the north of us. It will be windy and at about 40% chance of snow showers in the mountains with highs only in the upper 30s. I think we'll make it just above 60 degrees in the valley, but you know, we should be in those upper 60s for highs. I don't even see that in the 7-day forecast. All right, we spring forward into daylight saving time. Fairly good weekend, so you see highs tomorrow around 63. Evening hours are going to be in the 50s. We'll look for a 20% chance of rain Sunday, 30% chance of showers on Monday, and then breezy with a slight chance of rain the middle of the week. But you can see how cool the temperatures are going to stay too next week. 6:57, let's check in with Nate.
Getting you out the door before 7. We'll be keeping an eye on traffic throughout CBS this morning, but in the meantime, it has been a nice rush hour. This is southbound US 95 from Cheyenne heading down towards the Rainbow Curve. Now here's a heads up. If you drive around the convention center on southbound Paradise, it looks like a crash maybe involving a taxi cab, so that's going to take a long time to investigate. Center lane is blocked, and this is kind of a heads up for folks who work at Channel 8. If you use Paradise, Alpha Sahara, get over to that right lane right away, or maybe get off at Convention Center Drive, because there is a blockage southbound Paradise before Desert Inn. But the rest of the freeway system is in excellent shape. Again, we'll be keeping an eye on it for you throughout CBS this morning. Kirsten?
Thank you, Nate. The markets are open, and right now the Dow is down 153 points. It closed 200 points down yesterday. The Nasdaq lost 84. Investors, watching to see what will happen to the markets today, because the Labor Department just released its February jobs report, and the unemployment rate fell to 2.8%. Wow, and 20,000 jobs were added last month. SpaceX made history this morning. Crew Dragon is the company's first capsule designed to carry humans, and it landed about an hour ago after its first test flight. It spent 6 days in space after dropping off about 400 pounds of supplies for the crew on the International Space Station. Crew Dragon also has a spacesuited dummy named Ripley on board. There they are, landing safely in the water. They're Ripley's, fitted with sensors to record everything an astronaut would experience during the mission.
All right, get ready, Marvel fans. Captain Marvel flying into theaters today. Brie Larson stars as an Air Force pilot who becomes one of the most powerful heroes in the universe. The Thunderbirds at Nellis Air Force Base helped her train for that role. This is Marvel's first female-led film. Woo!
Can't wait for that one. All right, here's a guy in New Jersey. Won the Mega Millions jackpot last Friday, $273 million. It's Mike Wiersky. Picked up his check yesterday. Said he bought 2 tickets, but was distracted and left them at the store. What? That a stranger gave them to the clerk, who held onto the tickets until he came back. He talks about the moment he figured out that he was the winner.
And she's like, "What's that mean?" I said, "I won $273 million. And she was like, "Get the hell out of here." So I just put the ticket back down, watched TV for about another half hour, and I just got it.
Wow.
So he got out. Now the store that sold the winning ticket, they get $30,000.
Good for him, good for them.
Holy smokes.
Yeah.
Have a great
I think
weekend.
I left something.
Have a good weekend.
Bye.